All right, so if you have any questions, go ahead and add them in the comments below and I'll go ahead and answer them. But I want to just do a little bit of a recap about what's been going on, what's working now, and some of the things that we've been doing with our tribe clients, and some of the other people involved in combat. What's working now is really important because we know that things are a little bit challenging. It's gotten a little bit harder to run our martial arts schools. It's gotten a little bit harder to get leads, and a little bit harder to get just traffic in general. So typically, when things get more challenging, people start looking for the magic pill or this like cool, exciting new strategy that's going to work for how I don't know, some like secret ninja approach. But it's truthfully, it's typically the opposite that works. Typically, what you need to do when stuff gets difficult is just go back to what used to work before, like go old school on it and not try anything crazy. Just do like what was proven to work probably about 3-4 years ago. And usually that works the best. The thing about it is, it's not what people want to hear. It's probably not what you want to hear, but it is the new, the what is old is new again. So what does that exactly look like? Well, that means that, again, we're not doing some crazy plug-in. We're not trying to do some crazy weird thing, but we want you to create good content. It's not exciting. I know it's not the like super cool answer that you were hoping for, but create good quality content that is unique to you. And that's the twist. What's different between, the strategy that worked 3-4 years ago and today? What is the twist and why is it different today? Well, the difference is that 3 to 4 years ago, people weren't relying on AI as frequently as they already are now. Like, we've not even scratched the surface to what AI is going to do, but you will already see people using AI to make content, or write captions. So even Facebook has an option where you can use their AI to write your captions. So the people who are using, typically we always say, or we almost always say that when Facebook puts a good tool out there, they've spent so much money in research and development that that will typically help your engagement. But I think this is going to be one of the rare instances where it does not. I think that as long as it's good, original content written by you is going to be rewarded more heavily than AI captions. The reason is social media platforms like Facebook, like Instagram, same company, I know, but all of these platforms want you to stay on their platform as long as possible. And the only way that you as a user are going to stay on their platform as long as possible is if what they have to talk about is interesting, or what they're showing you is interesting. And that's why there's so much talk about what is the algorithm like. The algorithm likes addictive, sticky content. That's what they like. And if everybody's using AI, then everyone starts to get a similar feel. Even though you can do things like make AI speak in a different voice, be honest, if you've used AI for any amount of time at all, you notice trends and you can start to read things that very clearly read like they were written by ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT quite frequently, but I use it as a springboard to write my own content. Like, it starts that way, but then it so quickly morphs away from that. By the time I get done creating what I'm creating with it, you would never know that AI had any piece of it because it very much looks like me. It just took me a heck of a lot less time. So that's how I like to use it. But again, I think as AI, people get more comfortable with it, when people really start digging into things like, ChatGPT or Google Gemini, which is the newest version of Bard, or Midjourney becomes like a well-used thing where people are creating graphics like that. There's other stuff that's already being used, but these AI graphic generators, and then the scary one to me, which is the video one. I can't remember what that is, but if you're watching the replay on this and you remember the one where the name of that, that stuff is going to be very, very prominent, especially in marketing and ads and content creation. But I think there's always going to be a home for just stuff that only you can do. And I think that's what's being rewarded right now. That's what we're seeing, at least. The old style content that we created a number of years ago is new again. It is what's working the best. We test all kinds of things. We've got ads on every platform known to man, but our amplified system is what's crushing it right now. And it's really just amplifying the things that only we can do. So that's really the best strategy that we are sharing with people right now is what's old is new again. And go after it with that sort of old school content creation strategy. I'm checking to see. I'm getting about 3 notifications at a time, but they're all delayed. So if you guys, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know.